Hey, welcome back. We're back in our Big Mountain Beaver colony, and today we're going to work on getting some water to where we need it and when we need it. So the first thing is we've got this dam here that they're definitely not going to be able to build up here. So we're going to see if we can get our shrubbery mountain to work on it. The second thing, these steps look really dry, so I think we're going to make canals off of each of these areas to bring in some well-needed moisture to these areas. And the third and major project that we're going to have is we're going to build a system of pumps to get the water from even the bottom of the reservoir all the way out and back into this river so that we can always have water to be used whenever we need it. Our first project starts right here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to try and take a little bit. Well, we're going to have to go a one here, get some stairs, another one, stairs and stairs, and then stairs right here. We'll make a path, and we'll even clear a path for them so they don't need to worry about how to get there. And then we're simply just going to do something like this so that they can get all the way over to all of these, and that should take care of this area. I don't know how far over they'll be able to get, but hopefully they'll be able to get this whole thing. Otherwise, we'll have to set up one of those strange small districts and just move it around until they can get there. Look at that. They've almost got the path to it all done already. There we go. Good job, guys. For this second part of the project, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put levees here, and we are going to go this way, out and around, and we will then tell them to put in dynamite where they can here. Here we go. We'll have to get rid of some of these trees in here because they're just kind of in the way. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Let's see where we need the dynamite over here. About there, it looks like. I don't know if they'll be able to get all the way around here from that particular spot, but we can always move this one afterwards. It's not like it's stuck in that particular place. So let's go across here, and probably down to there. And on this level, we'll slice her right through there and right through here. Now, let's come in with the dynamite. We'll drop that in there. All those. This looks good. There we go. We'll get all the dynamite in. It's going to be a lot of dynamite to get over here, I think, but that's okay. We've got the dynamite to spare. Here we go. All of that. Now I need to go through and just tell them which trees to get rid of. Resources. That one. We don't want anything there. We don't want any of the resources here. What about on this line? Again, get rid of those. That's a lot of trees to get rid of, but that's okay. There we go. Those, that. And that should help us out there. I might make a bridge right across here. And maybe that will make just a bit easier travel. It'll take him a little bit, so it's not really that high priority. We'll check back on that. Now here's our major project for the day, and it is going to be an interesting one. We're definitely going to have to build from the bottom up and figure out our way across here. I think the first thing I'm going to do is take this district, and we're going to move it over to here somewhere so that they can just use this stuff that's already here. Take a road out this way. There we go. And now, let's say, just temporarily, I'm going to put a district marker here. And we are going to put the district center about right here. There we go. That easily reaches everything. We'll go ahead and delete you out of there because you're not really needed anymore. Then we can delete you. We can put in that. And that will at least get us some beavers over here. I don't know how many. Looks like those 4 beavers just came over here. But let's start here at the bottom and figure out what it is we're going to need. I know we're going to need the mechanical water pump, which it will always put down, I think, 3 blocks from where you set it. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from where you set it. Yeah, so like we need 2 lower than this. Let's start with some levees and go from there. We're gonna make it about this wide. Is that enough to get 2 of them in there? What are they, 3 wide? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'd really like them 1 more wide than that. There we go. Let's do here, maybe? There we go. That's looking good. Well, that was a nasty autosave. Okay. So we've got this. And is that the amount that we want in there? Let's check real quick. 3. Can I go up 1 more? Still reach the bottom. Yep. That's where we're going to want that. Another one here. And then the power is going to come right down the middle, I hope. Let's check on our levees here. There we go. We can block all that off. Block all this off. And then here, we really only need just a little bit of area. We've got this put in. Now we just need a way for our beavers to get down to it. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to build probably a path. Goes down maybe about here, just so it's outside of the path of this. Let's see what we can do here. Are we going to need... Yep, at least 1. There we go. Do we need... Nope, we need a 2 there. 2. 1. And a 1, 2, 3. Now here, we're going to have to kind of turn, I think. Will a 3 work there? Yep. 2. 1. Ladder, 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 ladder. There we go. And let's mark all of these trees down here, because we got to get all of those out of the way. We want them done just as soon as they can get down there. That little last one there is not going to make too much of a difference. And then once they've got down here, we'll figure out how to get further down and what we want to do with the next set of pumps. I better go ahead and put in this road, though, so they can go ahead and get down there far enough. There we go. All right. Also, over here, let's see. We're going to need one of these, and we're going to toss in a power wheel for them. There we go. And here we go, and we're going to do the farm. There we go. We're going to put in a farm with a bunch of carrots over here. Now, with that upcoming drought, I don't know if some of these carrots will make it, but that's okay. Let's put back these. We're going to put in a forester over here, because we're going to need it anyway. We should have just left that, but that's okay. Put in maples here, and maples to about there. Do a little bit of extra birch, and finish this, line of pine trees there. I probably don't need these, though. No, I need that one. There we go. And then we'll just toss in a couple more maple at the end of the road here. There we go. They can work on all of that and hopefully get that done here. Now, you know, we could probably go a little bit the other way as well and get some greenery there. So let's go ahead and put down another canal right here. We're going to take this over to about there. And that should be just fine. We'll see how far they can get with the district center up there. Once they build all this in, hopefully we can move it over to here somewhere and get a lot more in this area. Because that's what we really want. This was just here for the bridge. Speaking of which, though, while it's here, I would like to take this, and we are going to go around, I think, and get a power line set up. Let's see. We need a power line to, let's say, come out of here. And, oops, we probably need a turn there. They would probably appreciate that. And I definitely could have used a turn there, but you know it never works out for me when I do that, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and use the 4. There we go. There's that. Here's these. And that one. You know what? We're going to go up here. Maybe I should just keep these level all the way across. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of like the idea of that. We're going to do this. We're going to do power. Do this. We're going to go up right here. We're going to go over here. And more power. And it's going to come out all the way to over here. There we go. Let's say about right there. There you go. And do I want to come across farther? No, I think we're going to go right there. We're going to go another power line here. And we will work our way across the river. We'll connect in here, and then later on we'll figure out how to connect it into the dam as it gets up here a little bit higher. We're going to definitely want one of those. We're going to want this and this to connect in. Let's see what's here. There we go. Power all the way across. Now, that is a huge amount of power lines, and what I think I'd really like to do is, if I take this out, can I put in... No. Can I put one here? Let's see. I can put one there, which means 1, 2. I can put one here. And can I put one here? No, I can't, unfortunately. That would have been a great place, but that's okay. What is in here, even? 10 medicine. There is no way to just empty that if there's no medical hut out here. So I'm going to delete that and rebuild it. Don't know what it costs. Don't care. We would never get rid of that tin medicine, so it would just be in the way. Let's build another large tank, but this time I'm going to put it here. And we will connect you in here. And this time we will be sure that it is set for catalyst. There we go. Now will it let me put my... Yes, it will. So let's count these out real quick. And I will put windmills all along here, and we'll be right back. There we go. That's going to generate quite a bit of power. It might take a little while to put in. And I did end up having to do a little awkward counting because I have to go over the road, but we managed to put the windmill on top of the road. I think that looks pretty nice. And we'll figure out how to get it all put together as we go along. The other thing I'd like to do in this area is we're going to take out this right here, and we are going to put in maybe something like that. There we go. And come around here, because what I would like to see in here is some lumber mills. Put one there. I'm going to replace that one out eventually, but we're going to have to figure out how to get that one out of there. So we're going to go ahead and put in a whole bunch of those. And then the gear workshops, we're going to come back the same way. And we can't put one there until we get rid of that tree, which we will. That won't be too much of a problem. In fact, let's just mark these trees so we don't forget about it. And I would like this, not the path, but the actual things done first. And then hopefully we can populate all of these with golems and just have some planks and gears being created 24/7 to help with this long line of power that we're going to need. Now, if I counted these jobs right, which I think I did, I need 15 beavers over here, and right now I've only got 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to put up a triple lodge right over here. That will let us get the amount of beavers that we need. We're going to migrate our population. We're going to set this to 15. There we go. And they will all eventually find their jobs, I'm sure, as they get more stuff done. And we should be good to go. We'll still have to wait until they can get down here to figure more about how to get the water up the hill. Now, looking at the population here in Shrubbery Mountain, we're actually a little low on places to live for beavers, it looks like. So what we might do is let's go ahead and toss in one more house. I don't think it's gonna hurt our food economy too much to have another house. To get up there, we're gonna need probably a 2 from here, and then a 1 and a 1. And let's toss in stairs real quick. There we go. And just to make it a little bit nicer, let's put a rooftop terrace right up here so that they have yet another one. And we'll see how that does on population as it gets going. Another small project we can do while some of those larger ones are waiting to finish. I had meant to put in canals over here just to save a little water up for these fields. So I think the first canal is probably going to go right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this road. Yep. We will drop some dynamite right here to start on a canal. We'll put 2 in there. I don't think I'm going to need this. So I'm going to take it out. We're going to leave the other one for now, though. They'll fill that in, and we'll keep checking back on this just to make sure we can get down there and get the canal made. And then we'll at least have green for a little bit longer in here. I don't know if I'll do the middle one here, but I might do this long one to make it a little bit easier. I'm not sure. We'll come back when we have the first one in. Something else I wanted to do while I was up here, I'm going to go ahead and connect in the 2 areas here. Here we go. We'll move around this way, and then I think I'm going to fill this area up with some blocks just in case it ever floods down here, and I don't want to flood out my mine there. So let's toss in, let's say, about 3 right across there. Oops, that's not where we wanted them, was it? And they should be able to make that without too much of a problem. There we go. Just get that off of there. And then, let's see. Are they going to be able to get up there to build that? Yeah, they shouldn't have any problem getting up there to build that. So, good. We have plenty of stuff to work with there. Here's our first line of dynamite on our canal, so let's get rid of that. Well, I guess blow it up. That's one way of getting rid of it. We're going to put in a second line. There we go. There and there. Let's go ahead and delete that block out. These I don't actually think we have much use for. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. We'll delete these down as they go. I don't know if I'll need to delete that third one. I might, but it's actually going to get replaced with something else. In fact, why don't I just use that? Let's just put a dam right on top of that. And that will block... You know what? No, I don't want that, because I'm going to put another one of these here. And I'll put the dam right on top of this one. So do I really want this? No, I don't. I would like the dam. There we go. All right. Eld had to take a minute to make up his mind, but I got there. I really got there. So that's what counts, right? Here we go. They've already got a couple of them laid in there. There's the second row. Good job. Second row there. And we've got that one in. Then we just have to disconnect this road here. And get those worked out. So that can go there. Let's make that one the highest priority, though. And we'll come back and check on that in just a minute as they fill those in. I was looking through my storage over here, and I noticed I have storage for bot parts. So at one point, I must have been planning to build bots in Shrubbery Mountain, but for the life of me, I don't remember where. So I think down here in this area where there's nothing going on might be a good area. I've got power in the area. I can still get to it. So let's see what we can get set up here. Let's go with the bot part factories. We're going to put 3 across here. There we go. Then on top, the bot assembler, if I put it here, then it should get power from the bottom. So let's... Oops. 2? Yeah, that's the right height. That will get me in there. Now, how do I get power over there? If I come out of here... And I go 4-way here. Let's say a 4-way here. And then can I do this? And we'll take the power into the second floor. Oops. That is definitely not the right way for that one. And that one is definitely not right either. 2 strikes. Let me see if I can make this through without a third strike here. There we go. I think that'll work just fine. We'll have some beavers making bots down here so that we have some extra bots to send out. And we'll have a place to store all the parts. We've got plenty of backup parts and plenty of resources for it. I don't know if the 3 gear factories is going to be able to keep up. We might toss a couple more in there. Which side of is the gear factory door on? It's on the right side, so I could probably... let's do something like this. I would like one of these and a gear factory. There we go. And these need to be the highest priority. Those can go in. Then we can get our stuff refueled, and then we can work on getting these put in and making golems down here as well. Now, we've also got a pretty decent stock of food, but it's not perfect. So maybe we should look at some land to set aside for golem food. Ooh, but before that, we have got our dynamite here, so let's go ahead and take care of that. This can go down to the last level that we're going to need there. Let's go this. This I'd like to be high priority too. That can go down. There we go. That should be as deep as that one needs to go. In fact, we will toss in, there we go, and a water pump here. There we go, right on top. And once that's taken down, we can have at least a little water be saved, which is good. That'll help out. Now, where should we put this other farm that's going to be for golem stuff? Actually, we could probably just put it down here, couldn't we? We don't have much going on there. Let's see. Where's our farmhouse? If I put a farmhouse in here, can I put one in here? Yep, I sure can. We will do some refineries. One refinery, two refineries. And then for saving up our stuff, we will go with a smaller tank on this one. Let's go with a couple of small tanks. And these can be for biofuel, and catalyst and catalyst. There we go. Down here, we will do... We're going to set this one to potatoes. We're going to set this one to catalyst. There we go. They'll get that taken care of. Let's get some food in here. We need... How far out can you go? You can go most of this area, which is good, because we are going to cut... No, we can't cut those, but that's fine. We will just plant potatoes where we can plant potatoes. Potatoes behind the factory. All right there. All right there. Some over here. And then in here, we will do sunflowers for the catalyst parts. The other part for catalyst is, I think, maple syrup? Catalyst. It doesn't tell me, but I believe that's correct. So they'll get down here, they'll get to planting. That'll take a little while to finish. Is this one not set? That one is set. Well, somebody put the explosives down, but they didn't charge it, so that's going to be a pain. Let's go ahead and draw this back in, since we know that's deep enough. And we'll put those in as well. Looks like our guys over here did manage to get down to the bottom, so let's see what we can do. We're going to need to fill in levees there, of course. And here, we really only need one area, and we need one there. Well, I guess we need two. One to pump from, and one to pump to. So we're going to go like so. Oh, and I should probably fill those in as well. There we go. And here, looks like we're going to need all the way across the top. And I'm going to need one more level. And that should be, is it 4 levels down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's actually 4 levels down. So we're actually going to need more. There we go. So at some point, we'll have to switch this over and help them get down there somehow. But I think it's going to take them a little while to get all of those in. Let me go ahead and drop in the 2 mechanical water pumps for this. Oh, I guess those can't be there. That would make sense. Mechanical water pump, there we go. One here. One here. And we'll toss in you here. The real question is, how do I get the power down that far? Let's go. Let's make a little bit of a loop here. So if I go from here, and I go here, and over, put one up there. There we go. And then I'll need an up here. 2, 2. I don't know if that's going to work. Well, let's figure it out. So let's pause everything while we try and do that, so they don't make anything that they don't need to be making. So we've got to go... We'll do this. That power can go there. And we will do this and this. 1 and 2. There we go. And then we go up 1. We'll go power up there. 2. There we go. So power 1 and 2. And can we go up some more? 2. Now if I do a 2 and turn you directly into here, is that going to work? No, that's not going to work, because you have to go up here, actually. So we have to put a 1 in here, a power here, and then we do 2s. There we go, 2s here, which are these gears, which leads us to this. Can I put a 1 over an up gear? No, I can't. That... Okay, well, I have an idea. Let's do power. We'll do that one. And then this. And this has got to be a 2 here. Well, that's not going to work at all, is it? Uh-huh. Well, this is definitely a challenge. We might have to rethink our design here. So let's go with deleting all of this. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yep, there we go. Okay, and this... How many... Let's see, if I go 1 here, and I go up, and I go 2, power, up, and then it's like if I move it back 1, we might be able to do this without too much problem. So let's do that. So then we have... Let me take these out. Sometimes you just got to sit down and work stuff out. There we go. And now I put in the levees here. And I go water. Ah, there we go. That'll work. No? What are you... Oh, there's a stairway there. I'm not that worried about it. That's not going to be there eventually. So, let's see. We are going to go... Oh, power. And then up to here. And a 4-way here. And... Do I really need that one? I really don't need that one. Or that one, or that one, or that one. There we go. That is going to be what we do, I think. That'll fill that up pretty quickly, fill the next one up, and we'll go from there. We might have to bring some dynamite over here to level this out and get us up to the right height when we need to, but we'll worry about that as they get that built. Here's our last dynamite on this first canal. And I'm not sure how much water is going to flow in there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and build this last place here. There we go. And we'll put a place on that. There we go. Now for this particular one, This might be a little more tricky. In fact, we might not need it with this covering it. We'll see. We have a 30-day drought, so anything that's going to be dry is going to show up at the end of this drought. We'll find out if we need that or not. I took a look here at some of our building, and I think we might need to get in a little bit of scaffolding to be able to get to all of our stuff here. So we're going to put in a couple of stairways here and hope that everything reaches. In fact, we might just do that, and then we'll delete out these since they're not needed right away. We'll do this, and hopefully that lets them build just about everything. I'm going to pause that. It might have a little bit of problems getting this, but we'll move our scaffolding around when it calls for it. The other thing I noticed was that this really hurt our water reserves, so we're gonna do a little work here and get some temporary water going. Let's get rid of that. We're gonna put in some 2s here. There we go. And we are gonna put in this and a water pump just so we have that water. And we'll hook that up there. Tell them that this is the most important thing to be building at the moment. They'll get that in there in no time. Over here, we're probably going to have to do something similar. We've got some dynamite going. And I don't know if... Well, we're definitely not going to be able to use the 2 pumps here. So we're going to have to dynamite this down to get a little bit of extra water. And then probably build platforms out into this area to hopefully get some water for these guys. As you can see, they really need some water. We've got that out of there. Let's see if we can get a couple of deeper water pumps set up over here. We're going to want our path, and let's go... Nope, not the 1. We want the 2. Nope, we want a 3. Let's go 3s out to there. Then out to here. And then actually, I think we're going to want the 2s sitting here. So we're going to go... This should be as deep as they need to be. Let's see if we can back this up just a little bit. Might have been a little hasty there. 3, 2... There's a 1. And 1 here. And there we go. This can be backup for whenever our pumps up here run out of water to drain. Let's see. Where's our... There it is. Here's our water pump. Let's put 1 here, 1 here. And we'll even get a 3rd one in. There we go. And then, of course, we're going to need a way to actually get to them. So we'll put those at the top here. Excellent. And that should give us water all the way around, just in case we run into another time when we get another 30. Could be the next drought. I don't know. As you can see, our water has finally returned over here, so it's time to get a little water on these steps and see what they end up looking like. I've armed all of the first level dynamite, or the first dynamite in a row. We're going to take a look at a pretty nice explosion here. There we go. Sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy the nicer things in life, like explosions. So, now that this is done... Oh, we've got a little bit of flooding there, but I tell you what, let's put in some dams so that we keep the water in here for at least a little amount of time. Here we go. We'll put those in there. And we'll put 1 right here. No, let's put it there. There we go. they'll get all of that worked in. And once that's in, we'll move the district over maybe in this area somewhere in the middle here. We'll worry about that once they've got all of that in. For a change, we have some extra timber bots up here, so I think we're going to switch over the farms to bots. Here we go. We have 4 there, and then eventually we'll switch this one and this one. But for now, I think that means we can probably plan to put in some beehives here. So let's count those out real quick. You got to go here. 1, 2, 3. The beehive is on this one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the beehive is there. Now down from here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the beehive is here. So that won't quite work. We'll put you here. And we'll keep you in line there. And we'll see what that covers. Up here, let's just go right here. And then in line here. And 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here. There we go. Once they get those taken care of, we'll actually put the beehives in and see what we still need to get more coverage on this. We'll worry about these fields more once we get robots in there so that the beavers aren't always getting bee stings. I went ahead and put in a second layer of dynamite here. Hopefully that lets us keep enough water in there to keep this area green no matter how long the drought is. I'm going to go ahead and detonate this top one here because we are going to put in a short pathway here. Let's say, how about here? And then we are going to set up a district center for this area right here. And that will let us move from here all the way over to here and hopefully get a lot more area out of this place. Might end up moving it over a little bit if I want to use this, but I don't know if I'll do that. That might just be kind of an empty area for now. I got the district in, so let's migrate people from here over to the other one there. That is probably going to be the last one that we get for. No, that is not the last one we put in. Which district is this? District 18. Yeah, that's what I just put in there. Not sure where they all went. Here, we're just going to delete you. And then we are going to put in a road here. Now, does that reach back? Not quite to this, but that's okay. I actually kind of wanted this to be a part of this town again anyway. So we're going to remove these. We're going to put these roads back here. There we go. And now, these guys still have stuff coming in, which is good. Let's go ahead and get them some pathways around here. We're going to go from here. There we go. Set that up. We'll go ahead and put in some dynamite there. Looks good. And then over here, let's come around this way for now. And we will start getting the trees from this side of the river. So let's toss in lumberjack flag here, one here, and that will let us cut down all of these trees here. There we go. Mark all those to cut, all those, and all those. And hopefully these down here. There we go. Got those, and those, and those. Down here, we will put up a couple more lumberjack flags. There we go. And we'll work on getting this area cleaned up and fixed up just as much as we need it. Our drop point is still working with all of our deliveries here. We've got food and water coming in, so we ought to be just fine here. I've been waiting here just a bit to get things done, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and up the capacity of this industrial area right here. We're not only going to do planks and gears, but let's also do some paper, because we're going to need that. We'll put these in here. And I'm hoping that our pathway will reach here. Put those in. Let's get our gears in. Oops, that one. Here we go. Gears. Gears and gears. And paper. And that fits just perfectly. So, let's do stairs right here. And that can go there. We'll have to put in a little bit of stuff there, but that's okay. And we'll come all the way down here. It'll take them a little while to get all of that built, but we've got a pretty good production area going on, so we're going to set those just a little bit higher than everything else. That way we know that is being worked on. And then they can continue to work on the power lines over here. Also, while I was working here, I figured I'd put in some storage for all of this extra stuff that we're making. So let's go ahead and toss in. We're going to do an underground pile for all the planks that we have. We're going to do a large warehouse for all the gears that we have. And I believe paper is also in there. So let's double check this. We got planks. We have got... There's our gears. And we have got paper. There we go. So that's going to provide us with a little bit of extra storage here and there. And that should help out production-wise too. Most of my golems are going into this. We could probably up what is in the mine, though, because I could really use those. We might end up building a second... Yeah, let's go ahead and actually build that second bot assembler. We will figure out how to get it in there just as we go. We'll put a bot assembler right here on top, and then we will do... Looks like we need a 2, a 2, and maybe a 1. There we go. Well, hopefully the path reaches to all of those. But again, that's going to take a little while, so we'll check back in a bit and we'll see if we can get that done. Our dam is almost in, but we still have to get our mechanical water pumps in. So we're working on that right now, but we can go ahead and go on. We got a little bit lucky this time, and we had a short dry season. So hopefully there's another short one coming up, or maybe a long wet season. Either way, hopefully it works out. All right, so I'm going to need, looks like 1, 2, and then I need a third one back. So I'm going to have to start setting up dynamite here, it looks like. All along here. Do I need a dynamite there? I will need at least 1 dynamite there. And then it can pour out into this, and then we can go from there. It's going to take a little while to get all of this stuff in, though. I went ahead and laid in some dynamite for the next phases that we're going to do. These two got to go, and then we're just going to put our mechanical water pump right there and right here. Again, we're going to have to run power right up the middle, which is probably the most difficult way to do it. I should have really did them down the sides like most people do, but I'm good at being difficult, so I will keep doing it this way. Let's see, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to put power there. So that should be up to the next level. We're going to have to work on this side over here, though, at some point. And we definitely need to get more treated planks than metal blocks over here to get all of that taken care of, but we'll worry about that as it comes along. Well, we are slowly getting our stairway here, our water stairway up, but it's going to take a little while. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually split this into 2 episodes. So, yep, this is sort of a cliffhanger. I don't usually do these, so sorry, but we're going to split it into 2, and we're going to finish up some of these projects next time. But just wanted to say thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you for the conclusion. Bye!